Guys, I am so far down in the Vampire Diaries right now that it's all I can think about. It's all I can breathe about. It's literally fully consumed me. I am almost done with this godforsaken show and I have to finish it. I'm really close. I have been watching it now for like a couple months and I've just been like really getting through a few episodes a day, like legitimately, or like a lot on the weekends. I'm on season 7, okay? I have one more to go. It's all I can think about. So I'm tearing myself away to do my first empties of the year. This is a lot of empties from 2023 and this thing is very full. I probably should have emptied it a while ago and some of them are reads, so I'm gonna see if I can get him to give us a little info on some of them as well. If you're new here, hello, my name is Rudi. I'm so happy that you're here. I don't always talk about the Vampire Diaries. I'm not a Vampire Diaries channel, but lately I am a Vampire Diaries person because I literally can't get enough. I also just cut my hair recently. It's the same length, but I added like a little bit of styling and texture to it. I was feeling like it was a very one-dimensional haircut and now it's kind of got a little bit of movement. I added some curtain bangs in there, so I'm still getting used to it, but I think it's cute as we are on this growth journey together. Also, there's about 100 ladybugs in this room and they have been flying at me this whole time. So if I scream a squelchy scream, it's because of a ladybug. Sorry, I'm feeling all over the place today and that is beautiful and that is feminism. As I mentioned, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Rudi. We talk about skincare, makeup, beauty, empties. We kind of do like old YouTube style videos, but with newer products. If you're into that, I would love to have you subscribe. And let's get into some of these empties from the winter season of 2023. This thing is full to the brim, but I think we're gonna start with what I'm seeing right off the top, which is some body care. It has been a while since we've done an empties, so some of these are they've been a blast from the past. And this was a winner in the Very Best Awards body care category this past year. If you don't know or you haven't followed me, I do a Very Best Awards every year where I talk about the best products in each beauty category. And for body wash this year, the winner was the Native body washes. And as you can see here, I have one of my beloved candy shop gummy bears. Native does an amazing job at making really good limited edition scents. They have like full-time scents that you can buy all the time, including this one, which is Sweet Pear and Nectar. This one is Desert Grass and Sandalwood. We use this one in the fall. They're both good, but they're not special to me like their limited edition scents are. For some reason, I'm so drawn to them. And this summer they did a candy shop. If they don't bring this back, I'm gonna be so devastated. They did an entire candy shop limited edition line where they had like different candy scents in their body washes, and this is what actually got me to be addicted to Native body washes. Oh my god. This is the gummy bear scent. I got so many people to try this and it is by far the best body wash. Not only does it lather amazing, but the scents are to die for. Right now I'm using my second favorite scent, which is Sugar Cookie, and that one is a limited edition one for the winter. So I don't hate that they're limited edition because I think that it kind of gives me that exciting feeling of like I can't wait to use that again in the summer. But I do wish that I had the option sometimes because I really miss the gummy bear scent. These lather super well. They're pretty inexpensive. You can get them at Target, and right now they actually have a limited edition line with Girl Scouts, and I was really excited for it, but I actually went and smelled it and wasn't a fan. The scents were just a little weird. Like they have a peanut butter one, which is supposed to be like a tag along, and it just was weird. Like I just wasn't sure about having peanut butter on my body. They also had like a peanut butter deodorant. I was not a fan of that. The only good one was the Thin Mints, and my husband is currently using that one now. So if you're interested in trying a current one, I would say grab the Thin Mint one or the Toasted Sugar Cookie, although I think Sugar Cookie's already gone because it was limited edition. Point being, you will continue to see the Native body washes in my empties for the rest of time because I love their scents so much. There are quite a few hair care empties in this one, and these are all holy girls to me, or mostly holy girls to me, a lot from Crown Affair. So again, a winner chicken dinner of the maintenance shampoo and condition category from the Very Best Awards hair care was the Crown Affair The Ritual. This is just their everyday maintenance shampoo and conditioner from the line, and every time I stop using this because I've gone through it and I'm trying something new, I notice a difference. Like I notice that my hair is not as soft, it's not as silky, it's not as like bouncy and shiny. There's something so special about this line, and particularly these two products, that keep me going going back over and over again. It's what I'm using right now in my shower currently, even though I have tons of other hair care products that I do enjoy. This is by far the best one for fine, more like thin hairstyles who have maybe oily roots and dry ends. I highly recommend you try this out if you have a hair type similar to me. I've put so many people on Crown Affair, and for good reason. Highly recommend everything from their line. It is a bit expensive. Try a mini version. I promise you it will change your life. 2 more products from Crown Affair in this empties video. This almost won my Best of Hair Care award for hair gel. This is their finishing gel. And what is so unique about this product is that it allows you to brush your hair out after you've used it. So if you do a slick back hairstyle, or you put your hair up and you want to wear your hair down the next day without washing it, you can use this and it will just brush out of your hair. It is amazing. However, it's almost $60 for 4.1 ounces. So the actual winner of the year was this one, which is also an empty. It was the Garnier Fructis Style Pure Clean Styling Gel. This is 6.8 ounces and it's like a third of the price. This is a pretty strong styling gel. It's an extra strong hold 3 out of 5. I'm not sure they make anything stronger than this, so that's funny. This did win the Very Best Award for my hair gel, and I'm currently going through another one right now. This is just the one that I always fail back on. If I feel like this is out of a price range for someone, I recommend this one, or if you want something a little bit stronger of a hold, you might have thicker hair, I recommend this one. It's clear. It doesn't cause like any buildup on the scalp outside of like obviously having gel. No silicone, no parabens. It's 98% naturally derived if that's important to you. I love this one. I will continue to repurchase it, especially because you can get it on Amazon for a fairly inexpensive price. But if you are really concerned about your hair health in general, I would just go for the Crown Affair one and try it and see what you think, because I'm telling you, they are ahead of the trend and ahead of the curve when it comes to hair health. The last Crown Affair product in here was a mini, and this was their cleansing scrub. I am just not a huge fan of scalp scrubs. I've learned if I want to like take care of my scalp health, I will do a serum, which we talked about in the Very Best Awards. I like to do a serum, let it sit in the hair before I take a shower instead of going in with a scalp scrub. I'd rather like chemically exfoliate my scalp than use physical. However, this one is really interesting because it also lathers into somewhat of a shampoo on the scalp, which I absolutely love. It smells amazing, and it's a really interesting product. But because scalp scrubs aren't for me, I just don't find myself using it, so I probably won't repurchase this. YEAR has a really good scalp scrub as well that does the same thing. It gives you a lather in the scalp, so it uses like a cleansing agent as well as a physical exfoliant. But if I'm gonna spend top dollar on Crown Affair, it's gonna be on their maintenance products instead of their like additionals. So I'm going to pass on purchasing this again. However, I do enjoy it from time to time. I just prefer like a leave-in scalp treatment, which they do have a scalp serum that came out recently. So it's just not for me, but I do think that when you do use it, or if you are a scalp scrub person, that you would like it. Every time I do my empties videos, my hands get disgusting. All right, our last hair empty from the past few months was, say it with me, a dry shampoo, of course. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. One of my favorites. I love the nozzle. I love Living Proof. I have backups of these always ready to go, and it's the one that I prefer to use. I am a Batiste girl at heart, and I get Living Proof and PR, so if I wasn't getting these for free as often as I do, and I was spending my own money, I would most likely be buying Batiste, because I find that it does a similar job, if not better, for much less money. But I do really enjoy Living Proof hairsprays and dry shampoos, and continue to use them regardless, because I really do like them. So I will continue to use the ones that I have. I do think that it helps clean the hair. I do think that it helps add shine, and it's just a great, very classic dry shampoo that I would recommend to anyone. They have another version as well that I think is just like a more classic dry shampoo that's gonna give you a little bit more volume, but the Clean Day one, which is the advanced that actually cleans your hair, I tend to like a little bit more, because I like to go for a softer look in my hair if I'm gonna use dry shampoo. If I wanna do something with more volume, I'll go for a texturizing spray. Let's talk about a few other body care products outside of the Native. Of course, I went through, say it with me, another winner of the Very Best Body Care Awards, the Cosa Sport Chemistry Deodorant. I love this deodorant so much. It helps with breaking down the bacteria that lives under your arms, so it keeps you unstinky. The problem is, this is the unscented one, and after a while, it started stinking. It smells a little chemically. I think I just had it for too long. There wasn't much left in it, but I do prefer the scented versions of these just because, I don't know, I like to have a little bit of stuff smelling good under there. I love this formula. It's a serum. I do have eczema in my armpits right now, and my dermatologist was like, you probably shouldn't use that. But it is one of the only things that keeps me stink free, so it's kind of like, it's just a necessity for me. I love it so much. I actually just did buy the Space Bar from Mega Babe, which I used to use in the shower all the time. It helps break up the bacteria under your arms while you're in the shower, so it's not a leave-on product, which might help a little bit with the irritation under my arms. However, I still use this. I have this on today. I love it. It is a staple in my body care routine, and if you are stinky, absolutely try the Kosas deodorant, but maybe try it in one of the scented versions. That's all I'm gonna say. Also used up a body lotion from Necessaire. This is the one I like to keep on my bedside table, so my routine when I get out of the shower is usually I get out, I'm still damp, I do my facial skincare, and then I go and do my body while it's still a little bit damp. And I always use a lotion that's on my bedside table, and this one was there for quite a long time, so I was using it on my hands and on my body. I love this one. However, I don't know that it was necessarily thick enough for me in the winter. Typically when it gets to December through like March or April, I have to wear almost a balm on my legs because my eczema and my legs are so intensely dry in the drier months. And although this is thicker, it's more of a lotion than it is a cream, and I tend to need a cream on my legs. However, I loved this as a hand cream or like general dry cream if I had dry knuckles or dry elbows, because it doesn't feel overly sticky on the body. I really don't like having stickiness, especially from the waist up. I don't mind it so much on my legs, and I do think that this is a really great lightweight way to get the moisturization on your skin without feeling sticky or greasy. I would definitely repurchase this for maybe like the summertime months where I don't need quite as much moisturization, but right now I am going through a Bioderma very strong lipid cream on my legs that is doing me absolute wonders. Which, speaking of eczema, this is actually a Reed empty. Reed went through a Tower 28 SOS Spray. This is a family favorite for both of us. This is really great to help with eczema, especially if you have it in those crooks and crannies where you don't want to have a lot of lotion sitting, aka your armpits. It really helps just soothe the skin because it's made with hypochlorous acid, which is something that your body already creates to help fight external wounds. This is what he uses after he shaves. It does wonders for his razor burn. If you're a guy or a person who shaves, I highly recommend trying this as an aftershave instead of using like a very fragrant minty aftershave, especially if you have sensitive skin. I don't see how those would ever work for you. This one might work if you put this on right after you're done shaving, let it sit, and then go in with your serums and moisturizers. It has done wonders for his sensitive skin, and it's something that I always support because I love Tower 28. Another empty from Reed. This was on his bedside table. I'm not a huge fan of this product. This is the Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm. It's a really large lip balm, and he went through all of it. I think this is just like a classic sort of chapstick. There's nothing super special about it. It says you can also use it on your eyes, which I don't really understand. I guess it would just be like a balm to keep your eyes skin hydrated. It doesn't have a scent. It's kind of boring, and I don't think that he found it to be anything crazy interesting, and the fact that Drunk Elephant is pretty expensive, I won't be repurchasing it. I think I got that in a PR package. And right now I just have like weird feelings about Drunk Elephant because how many kids are so obsessed with Drunk Elephant, and that it is like becoming absolutely disgusting to shop the Drunk Elephant section at your Sephora. Have you found that to be the case? Because I have. I'm like, how are these kids affording Drunk Elephant? I think Drunk Elephant is expensive. How are they not finding Drunk Elephant to be expensive when they're 12? I don't get it. Literally for Christmas, one of my friends, her cousin watches my channel, and she was like, she wants Drunk Elephant for Christmas. So I gave her some stuff, but I was like, what am I doing? I'm adding to it. I'm adding to getting these kids addicted to expensive skincare. Say lovey. My skincare routine when I was that age, I don't even think I had one until I was in high school, first of all. And it was basically all Neutrogena, and it was all grapefruit. You know what I'm talking about. We were very heavy on the skincare empties this past couple months. We have some serums, we have a couple SPFs, some moisturizers. I mean, we have a lot of stuff when it comes to the skin barrier. Oh my. I went through some really good moisturizers actually. Okay, slay. Slay self. Okay. Let's start with the hydrating serums. These are both Reed empties, but I feel like I could talk about them. Let me see if he would answer my call and talk a little bit about his empties. See what he says. I guess he has to work a job. Rude. Well, I'll do my best to talk about them before he calls me back because I think he's going to. So he used up both of the Plum Plum Hyaluronic Acid Serum and the Boma Hydrating Serum. He is a serum person. He likes to use a serum before he goes in with his moisturizer, depending on what his skin is going through at the moment. But he's always going to use a hydrating serum because he likes them. I think he liked the Plum Plum Serum. I don't think it was anything for him to write home about. When I asked him if he wanted a refill or if he wanted more, he was like, nah, it's okay. Which to me is a sign of he didn't feel like it did that much for his skin. He has a really good grasp on when something actually works for him because he goes through things so quickly because he uses the same core group of products every night, and he also has a huge head, therefore he goes through a lot of product at once. So I think he liked this, but I don't think it did quite enough for him to want me to buy it for him again. Whereas the Boma Hydrating Serum, this has a little bit more body to it. This one also has squalene, glycerin, and ceramide, so it's going to help with the skin barrier as well. It's also a really great price. The only thing he did not like about this was the packaging. He really loved the product inside, but he felt like he could never get the product to come in through the top. Like he could never get the dropper to pick up enough product. So at the end, he was literally like doing this to get it out, which, you know, I think Boma is a really good brand, but it is hard to have dropper bottles in a square container like this because you can't really get all the edges. So I don't know if he would want me to buy this for him again simply because I think he was annoyed with the packaging, but I love that product. I think it's an amazing serum. And between the two of us, we went through 5 moisturizers because it has been drier than a mother freaking bone out. So I'll go through mine first. I went through the Future Wise Slug Cream and the Dew Instant Angel Lipid Moisturizer. These both won Berry Best Awards, as you can see by the sticker on the Dew one. These are the little stickers that I had printed and put on some of the Berry Best Awards so that when I was talking about them, you could see that they won, like an Allure Best of Beauty Award. So this one won for more daytime moisturization, and I already have backups of these open, if that tells you anything about how much I like them. This is a really thick, nice moisturizing cream, but it's not as heavy as a nighttime moisturizer. I like to use this under SPF in conjunction with a lightweight essence. It's absolutely beautiful. It's fragrance free. It keeps my skin plump and hydrated. It's just absolutely beautiful, and you can pick this up at Target. Highly, highly recommend it. And I obviously could not recommend the Dew Instant Angel enough. I used it all the way down to the quick. I had to pull out the key to get it to really literally take every ounce of it out of here. And this was also the 3.38 size, which is the jumbo size. So it took me a while to go through this, but I knew that I would because it is so, so good. It's a very lipid rich cream. If you are acne prone, I would probably stay away. But if you are sensitive, sensitized, or dry, I couldn't recommend it more. It has changed my skin. It makes my skin look youthful, plump, bouncy, and I will just continue to wear it every single night. I have not found anything as good as this in my quest for the best moisturizer. That doesn't mean there aren't other very rich moisturizers out there, because there are, and Reed went through a few of them. So he went through a Bloom Cream and a Interface from Stadia Skin. So these are both also like tippy top favorites of ours when it comes to moisturizers. The Bloom Cream is from Beekman 1802, and this is a beautiful, thick, goat milk based cream. Everything in their line is made with goat milk. This is also a beautiful packaging where you can actually add additional product into the top and mix it up, kind of like the Drunk Elephant ones. And they just have made this really great way of allowing you to sort of make it what you want with their different drops that they have, including vitamin C, bakuchiol, etc. I love this product. I continue to repurchase it and to purchase it for other people as gifts because it always goes over well and it is such a solid moisturizer. Also love the Interface. This is a peptide cream from Stadia. We like to use this with the Lipid Gold, where you kind of like mix both together to get an amazingly thick, beautiful, juicy finish to the skin where you're really hydrating it, adding a lot of lipid-rich ingredients as well as peptides to help firm the skin. This is a beautiful moisturizer. Reed really, really loves this one. I could see myself buying this one for him again. And he loves using the egg method, which is using both of those together. And last but not least, he used another Boma product. He used their moisturizing gel cream for his daytime moisturizer. This is also made with niacinamide green tea and ceramides. Similar to the serum, these both have a really good ceramide base to them, and this is a great duo if you are someone with sensitive skin or you need a lighter weight moisturizing option. These two together are absolutely beautiful. I love Boma. I think it is one of the best brands at a lower price, and honestly, if I was a parent and my kid wanted to get into skincare, I'd be going for things like Boma before I'd be going for things like Drunk drunk elephant because they really don't need much. They literally maybe need a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. That's it. And Boma is amazing prices with really good ingredients. And speaking of sunscreen, we went through 3 sunscreens over the past couple months. 2 of them are Reed's, 1 of them is mine. 1 of them being the Very Best Award winner for sunscreen this year. This is the Summer Fridays Shade Drops Mineral SPF 30. This is the thinnest, most lightweight SPF you will ever try. I prefer to use this when it is a little bit more humid outside because of how thin it is. I just showed this to my father-in-law, like look at that, because I'm trying to get him to wear sunscreen, shout out Dave, and he thinks that sunscreens are like that old style, really thick zinc sunscreen, and I showed him this and he was absolutely shocked. So if you want to shock a person who doesn't wear sunscreen into wearing sunscreen, get them this because it feels so good on the skin and it literally blends into nothing. It's amazing. Reed was so excited about this SPF and loved it so much. This is the Solarmate SPF 40 from Bubble, and it was a similar feel to his favorite one from Hero, but he felt like it blended in even better to his skin. However, after going through a full one, he realized it was the cause of a major session of breakouts for him. He had been breaking out into little pimples, little bumps, and also cystic acne, which he struggles with cystic acne already. This unfortunately was the perpetrator because when he went back to his old-timey favorite, the Force Shield from Hero, his skin calmed down again. So sadly, we are not going to use the Bubble SPFs in this house because they are causing breakouts, but if you need a good lightweight mineral SPF for someone who has redness on the skin, highly recommend the Force Shield from Hero. This is such a good SPF. In fact, I've really been recommending the apricot one to people lately because it has such a lightweight, beautiful feel to it while still adding moisture to the skin. It's SPF 30, it's mineral safe for sensitive skin, and you can get it at the drugstore / Target. So highly recommend you try Hero's SPFs. They are always winners and they are fairly inexpensive comparatively to some of the ones at Sephora. Reed also went through 1 eye cream. He went through the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Caffeine Eye Cream. This is a fragrance-free eye cream. This was new in their line this year from the Hydro Boost line. He really liked this. It's a beautiful, thick-ish sort of gel cream, and he actually used it in the evenings because we read that using caffeine in the evening actually helps your chances of having more depuffing under the eyes during the next day. He really liked this one. He'll go in cycles where he uses eye cream for like a month straight, and then he doesn't use it for like 3 months at a time, and he complains about his eyes. And I'm like, eye cream, sir. This is a great eye cream. Again, this is one I would recommend for someone who just like doesn't know where to start, but is feeling like they're wanting to do like try out some depuffing. It's great. It's fragrance free and again available at the drugstore, which I love. All right, so we're gonna round out with a few makeup products / kind of makeup. There wasn't too much this time around because again, I just try so many things that it's hard for me to finish a full makeup product. But there are a few in here that have continued to show up in my empties. This is the, I think, second. It could be the first time I put this in my empties. This is the Rare Beauty Laminating Eyebrow Gel. This is my new favorite. Again, it was a Very Best Award winner and I can't live without it. I have it in right now and it makes my eyebrows look incredible. I know that my eyebrow look currently is not everyone's favorite and that's fine because you don't own my face and I do, turns out. But this is the kind of look that I want currently where it's very full, it looks very fluffy, but it's also got that laminated look to it. I can't express how good this is and how you don't even need to laminate your eyebrows if you have this because it does the job for you. My only suggestion is that you use this before you do your makeup. So after your skincare has dried down, go in with your brow lamination and then let it dry, then do the rest of your makeup. Otherwise you will have those little white balls that build up because it's mixing in with some of the makeup that's already on your skin. I already have 2 backups. I have one up here and one in the bathroom downstairs because I use it every single day. I love it so much. And speaking of brows, I also went through a mini of the Grande Brow. This is like sort of my like secret weapon duo of how I got my brows to grow and to look so full. I went through a phase of over plucking recently where I was continually plucking this freaking brow and I was like, the tail was gone. I've talked about that so many times because I was trying to match them, but they're not twins. They're not even sisters. I don't even know if they're in the same family. So I stopped trying to match them and I let it grow by using this Grande Brow Serum. I don't use the Lash Serum because I do find that the Lash Serum irritates irritates my skin. The brow serum does not irritate my skin whatsoever. I've had no irritation, no redness, and I have incredibly sensitive skin. What you'll need to do is make sure you apply it every single night. I apply it before bed, you let it dry. It takes about 2 minutes to dry on the skin before you can lay down because you just don't want it to get on your pillowcase, etc. And that's it. It is the easiest way to help really get those hairs to grow back, and then you can decide what shape you want. So if you want a fuller brow in 2024, I highly recommend this duo. And grab a travel size as well, because when you're traveling, you want to make sure you're not missing a night on your growth serum. I went through 2 mascaras this past quarter. They were both in a tubing category. The Come Hell or High Water from Cali Ray is one of my favorites. I'm pretty sure this won the Very Best Award for black tubing mascara. This is just the most beautiful mascara. I love Cali Ray. I love the people behind Cali Ray. And this just gives you a really, really nice fluttery, but more, I don't know, dramatic lash. Every time I wear this mascara, I get compliments and I get people asking me what it is. This mascara will not budge. It will not flake. Literally, you can go surfing, hence the name, and this will not come off. It is absolutely beautiful, and yes, I do have a backup open, as well as the LA Girl Plush Lash. This used to be my favorite mascara of all time. I am now, for some reason though, noticing, like I have a new one here, that it is almost too dry. I don't know if it's because I haven't opened it in a while, but I just noticed that the formulation is perhaps a little too dry for what I'm looking for now. But if you want the most natural fluttery lashes, this is the mascara. People ask me when I'm wearing this if I have falsies on, like natural falsies, because of the separation that it gives your lashes. This is not a Va-Va-Voom voluminous lash mascara. It is a super natural long wispy lash. You can get it at the drugstore for like $6. It's absolutely beautiful, but I will say again, it is a very dry formula. Okay, we have one more product and you can probably guess what it is, and my hands feel disgusting, so we need to hurry it up. It is the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment, and this is just the unscented version. I use this every single morning and night. It's just my favorite lip treatment, and I'm sad to see like the way that it's gone recently because of the shea butter included in this product. I've seen a lot of people be very upset because it has like little exfoliating feeling bits in it, because there are ingredients in the product that are changing the consistency of the product when they get hot or cold. And I've had that happen with a few of them. But the one that I keep in my bathroom all the time, it stays the same temperature. I haven't had that issue with it. And I do love the formula of these so much. However, it is very irritating to spend a lot of money on something only for it to change the consistency while it's in your purse. So I do hope that they fix that, because I think people are very upset, rightfully so, and just either change out the shea butter or, you know, change the packaging. They're gonna have to do something because it's getting out of control. However, I will continue to use them because I love them and I love the way it makes my lips feel. And that is our empty of the end of 2023. I feel like that was a pretty good one. These products are all very, very good, almost 10s out of 10s, and I feel like whenever I watch an empty video, it really tells you what that person is about. And for me especially, I have to use, and I do use so many products, that having multiples of one really goes to show you that I think it is the best of the best. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions on any of these empties, or tell me in the comments what you emptied over the past few months. I'm always curious to see what someone uses up to the brink. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited for this year. I'm actually heading to New York this month because I am shooting for the chocolate dipped mascara. So if you didn't know and you're new here, I am developing a chocolate brown tubing mascara with Buell, the same people that make my freckle pen. And we are doing the photo shoot in New York this year. I'm so excited. Product will be launching on Valentine's Day. I will be doing a launch video, so stick around for that. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye.